Hi, my name is Kate Green, and this is my small garden here in the Westboro part of Ottawa. I hadn't thought much about gardening, even though I had lived here for about 10 years, and 3 years ago started this little vegetable garden, and I've learned a lot along the way. The first year I had a lot of difficulty with carrots, but have learned a bit and read the instructions in the intervening years, and this year they're doing really well. They're atomic rocket variety and also a little finger variety, so that they'll be ready sooner. They'll be ready to eat in probably another month or so, at least the biggest ones here. And the pumpkins, because I don't have a lot of space, it's only about a 2.5 meter by 3 meter little bed. The pumpkins are going to grow up this, and I'll be able to support the small sugar pie pumpkins with old nylon stockings, so that I don't have them completely take over the entire garden. So that would be fun sometime, I think. So in the first year and second year, I really went crazy with tomatoes, but I learned a lot because they didn't do very well, especially the second year. I had way too many plants and they all were wanting too much soil and too much sun, and I didn't have enough of either of those things. So this year I got 3 particular varieties that won't get that tall, and they'll have small fruits, so they'll be ripe sooner. And they all seem so much happier already. I mean, they're already making fruit and they haven't been in the ground that long. And I got those seedlings from Greta Krieger at Greta's Organic Gardens, and she gave me a lot of good advice on the tomatoes too, because last year I probably got about 4 tomatoes off of at least 10 plants. It was pretty sad. And then lots of basil, which is very rewarding to grow because it just tastes so good fresh, and you can do so many things with it, even really fast. Just ground up and making pesto. We had pesto for dinner last night, and I think we'll have it again tonight. One of the first things we did ever grow were these black raspberries, or some people call them a local blackberry, but they're black raspberries. And we transplanted 4 or 5 little canes 10 years ago from property that belonged to my husband's grandparents for heritage sake and happy memories. And didn't know how well they do, and they've done extraordinarily well. And we pick many, many liters of berries every year and make pies and eat handfuls of them every night after dinner and make jam to give to special people, and they're just delicious. So right here in the middle is actually some wheat that I got seeds from an interesting seed growing person out in BC, Dan Jason, and I wanted to try growing wheat, so I'm growing wheat just for the fun of it. And the whole garden is all organic, just compost from our kitchen composter. And the main pest actually we have are the neighborhood cats, which is why I put chicken wire around and these little bits of fencing to discourage the cats. And then slugs sometimes like the tomatoes and basil. And I don't remember who told me this, but crushed up eggshells around the bottom, a soft-bodied animal won't crawl over those. They'd be too sharp, so the slugs and snails don't bother the tomato and basil plants anymore, because there's just a bit of ground up eggshells sprinkled around the bottom. It's sort of like barbed wire fencing to a slug, and they're doing much better this year. So just picked up these little things, and I'll continue to learn and grow things, and in a few weeks have more to harvest.
Well, thank you very much for appearing on Omnivore's Ottawa, Kate.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.